Let there be light, and there was light. Okay, so words of the said Godmother Eve, and we are looking at the word crucifixion. So you'd see my symbol here, which is that I call the lion, because it's a lion, it's a position, and I also call it the fruit from the sacrifice template of Jesus Christ, of course, which we all go through. We all go through our own sacrificial um, motion or action by clearing our chakras, activating the third eye, and really becoming alive, because that's when we are really alive. So Mother Eve had eaten of the fruit. Of course, it was like this, and of course, it's the in gestation of that, of course, is what becomes alive. Okay. Now, the crucifixion. You'll see that we have all these threes and all these sixes and nines. So we have three threes, oh, two sixes, that's interesting, and three nines. Okay. So basically, and we have, of course, at the end, we have five, which is Mother Eve. The five at the end, why we say it's Mother Eve, because Eve equals five, as it will snake as well, as it will Christ. So this also coincides with Christ, Christ. When we do the numerical value, this is 9, 9, 1, 2. Add this together, this is 20, 32. So 32 is Christ. And of course, 3 plus 2 is 5. And this is the masculine, we could say the masculine part of the serpent, and here we have the feminine side, the softer side. We could just put it this way, but it's really the same as though it were an S. Okay, and here we see that here the S is being supple. This is where the serpent is being very sly, very smart, very cunning, very clever. This is the wisest of all creatures. This is the story, but this is so clever. The story itself is so cleverly conveyed to us that we had forgotten that Mother Eve has the capability of acting all the parts herself, just like the movie Big Mama. I don't remember his name in the movie, who acted so many parts of this of the movie. And so that was what Mother Eve was really doing in the Garden of Eden. That's what the story is about. Just for instance, we could say that, and which is what is happening today, people are being cloned or and acting the different parts, and I could open, there is another way of doing this or looking at it. I can open different pages, or on my, do I say pages, or different screens on the computer, and see myself in various roles. And so that would be Mother Eve. Mother Eve would be acting all those different parts right there. And that is the serpent, that is the snake, that is church, that is the pyramid, that is the mouth. All these equal 5. This is open, and it's open. So the crucifixion, you could say, in itself is telling you it's open. In itself, it's telling you it's Christ. It is also anchor, and that's where the where Christianity, for instance, anchor. There's a song we used to sing in church. We have an anchor that feeds. Well, I don't remember the words now, but there was the anchor. Here, 8, 3, 5, 1. So this is 10. This is 10, this is 24, 27, 32. So just like it will Christ is 32. So these songs, for instance, saying we have an anchor, Christ is the anchor. Right here, the crucifixion and Christ is the anchor. But this is what is important for us to also note, that the anchor, what we are meant to anchor on as well, is this is Christ, the Kundalini, Lini, here. So this is 9, 5, of course Mother Eve is 5, 9, beginning and end. This is what 9 is about. So the Lini, in this sense, the Kundalini, of course this is a Sanskrit, I think it's Sanskrit word, but somehow this is the force of language talking to us, saying, well, there's a cycle happening here, because the word beginning is 9 and the word end equals 5. So there we are. And here we've got 2. So adding these together, let's add this together. This is 10, 15, this would be 15, this would be 24, 29, 38. And I think I've got this wrong somehow. Okay, let's do this another way. 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1. Just checking. Oh, there's a 3 missing here. There's a 3 missing here. So, I did say 38 plus 3. Let's do this. Plus 3. This is 41. So that's the Kundalini. So basically, the Kundalini here is in direct correlation with the word 14, as in the gods. Let's do this here. So we see 4 plus 1 equals 5. The crucifixion is the Kundalini, is the crucifixion. We are all asked to get to this stage and have this crucifixion. So I'm just going to add, I probably call this the Kundalini is the crucifixion. Okay, so the word 14, F-O-U-R-T-E-N, because we have 14 gods. The 14 gods are operating through us. They help us or teach us in some way to reflect Mother Eve as EVE, which is 5 plus 4 plus 5 is 14. This is 14 hair. Okay, 14 hair, and we are using 14 hair, which is 5, 5, 5, 2, 9, 3, 6, 6. Okay, we can see the relationship of these numbers, reflecting these numbers right here as well. 6, 6, 3, 9. So we have these numbers here. And of course, the 5s are very reflective of Mother Eve. I've always said where there are so many 5s, Mother Eve is very present. And with the 2, is like telling us there are 2 aspects of whatever is. Okay, so the 14, like in 14, for instance, it's like 2 sets of gods, 2 sets of 7, because the word 7 equals 2, 20, which is 2. And we see that it coincides with the 2 creations, the 2 sets of God. Okay, so this is 15, 17. I've done this before. 17, 20, 29, 35, 41. So we can see 41 is being reflected here as 14. 14 is the only up to 20. I think I did this, numbers 1 to 20, and 14 is the only number that reflects itself in this way. It is reflective of itself in this way. The gods are there. They are in their teens in this stage, we could say, but the gods are there. and coincides. All of these 14 gods, of course, consist of Mother Eve, because Eve is that which is before any event takes place or happens. So this is Mother Eve. Mother Eve is of 14 gods. The 14 gods are the set God, the moved God. Let's just bring the gods out. Okay, so the gods are the created God, the moved God, the set God, the soul God, the divided God, the called God, the made God. Let's have the set God, the blessed God, the ended God, the caused God, the formed God, the breathed God, and the planted God. These are the 14 gods of Genesis that comes under the umbrella of Mother Eve. But as the serpent, we see Mother Eve comes as the said God. She comes as the spokesperson. As the spokesperson is the said God. And of course, as a serpent, has been present has the numerical value of 7. So I think we have covered the main points I wanted to in this presentation. We have seen how the crucifixion is really the Kundalini. The Kundalini is the crucifixion. The numbers are showing us clearly that 14 here, and it also equals words like door, so we have 14, we have 41, we have anchor, we have Christ, we have key. So basically this is 7, 5, again Mother Eve is present here, and 2. So this is 12 plus 2 is 14 right here. So Mother Eve is key to having your Kundalini, which is also 14, and she encapsulates all the gods in the crucifixion. This is where we are asked to be crucified, and this is the whole teaching of Christ, to show us how to be crucified of that which no longer serves us, activate the Kundalini, and of course open our third eye and recognize ourselves in the 5th and 8th dimension, which is what Mother Eve's story is all about. Thank you.